Okay, so I'm doing this video about blowouts. I recently blew out my left ear. Normally they blow out towards the back. Mine is towards the front. I don't know if you can see, but it's really nasty looking. It's still fresh, not healed or anything. So first off, I start with spraying some of this into it. It's to clean it. It's like the best thing you can use for your ears. It's a bit tricky to open, but I just open it, spray it a little bit on the front and the back, kind of rub it in a little, make sure you get it inside, and then I use a cotton swab and I clean up the rest of it to make sure it's not as wet. Then after that, I use some vitamin E oil. I take a little bit, like just a dab on my finger, dot it on the front and the back, rub it into the earlobe, especially where your ear is blown out. Make sure you rub it in pretty good, but don't like be too rough with it because it can hurt. After rubbing that in, use the same cotton swab, get the extra picked up, let it like soak up a little bit, because after that you're gonna use it's pretty much like Preparation H. You can use the actual stuff, you can get the off-brand stuff, which is this. I bought it from Walmart for like 88 cents. Put just enough on your finger to rub onto the front and the back. I dab it too on the front and the back. And now when I use it pretty much, it's for irritated skin, regardless if you use it for its intended purpose or not. When I use it, I rub both the front and the back, but on the area that's blown out, which is my front of my earlobe, I push the blown out part in as I rub so it can go in more to help it kind of revert back to normal. It kind of hurts, but the more you do it, the smaller it gets. Like, I've only been doing this for the last couple of days, and it's not as bad as when I first did it. Just try to make sure you get all of it gone. Otherwise, if you don't rub it all in, it flakes and gets white and nasty. After you're done doing that, leave your plug, your taper, whatever you have in, leave it out for like a couple minutes or so. Give your ear like a bit of a rest. It hurts, and like it might hurt a little bit if your gauge is, if it's your blown out, it's still fresh when you slide your gauge back in, but it should go away after a while. And best advice, if you blow out your ear, go down a size or two, because it'll really hurt. Now that that's rubbed in and it's pretty much gone, I'm using a taper right now. All of my other plugs are gone because I was gauging up. But make sure you clean this too. You can use this on your gauges. I use it for this one and it cleans it fine. The way I use it is because it sprays. I cup my hand, spray it, roll it around in it a little bit, and then slowly and carefully slide it through. And when you're putting in your plug, depending on how your blowout is, if it's from the back, they tell you to push your gauge through the back instead of sliding it in. That way the skin can go inside the earlobe and it can help it to heal a little bit more. Since mine's towards the front and I can't really do much for it, I just slide it in normally. But it shrinks down a little bit. The cream really helps. You can use anti-aging cream if you want. This works wonders. Preparation H. Just find the best things for you. But I really suggest this method because it's a mix of 2 different methods. Some people just they clean their ear and they use the anti-aging cream or Preparation H. But the vitamin E oil, it's for your skin. It helps increase blood flow, which you're gonna need. So it helps. I do this at least 3 to 4 times a day. You can do it twice, but try to make sure it's consistent. Keep from gauging your ear for at least a month or 2, from gauging it up anyways, so you know it's completely healed. Otherwise, you're just gonna re-blow it out and it's gonna look worse than it was. Other than that, that's all I can tell you, and I hope this method works for you like it works for me. Thanks for watching.